Hey everyone, how's it going? For today's video, let's take an up close and personal, in-depth look at the all-new 2015 Lamborghini Huracán. So this is going to be a detailed, in-depth review of the Huracán. We'll start it up, show the engine, get an exhaust clipping of the performance data, take it on a test drive, not to mention show you much of the unique aspects of both the interior as well as exterior.
Before we begin, as a courtesy, I'd like to extend a big thanks and shout out to Lamborghini Carolinas of Greensboro, North Carolina for providing the Huracán featured in today's in-depth review. In addition to Lamborghini Master Technician John Hooper for assisting with the extensive drive shots. For more information on the rest of their exotic inventory, please check out the link provided in the description box below.
And so, without further ado, let's go ahead and start her up, let her run.
This exterior color is a very unique pearl effect known as Verde Mantis, one of 19 available colors including 5 matte variants. Paired with the narrow Ade, unicolor Sportivo interior with Verde accent stitching and a combination of Napa leather and Alcantara. Full leather and two-tone options are also available in a variety of colors. Like the Aventador, the Huracán utilizes keyless ignition hidden underneath the fighter jet style flip-up red cap in the center console. To start, make sure you have the key fob within the interior, hold the brake and hit the button. If you want to turn on accessory power without starting the engine, simply hit the button without touching the brake. The car starts in the default Strada driving mode. We'll discuss driving modes more in a second, but a quick fun fact, if you manually select Sport while in accessory power, you can go ahead and open up the dual mode exhaust, allowing for a louder sound upon startup. The dual mode exhaust with vacuum actuated bypass valve is standard. In Strada, it opens automatically at 4200 RPM, but remains fully open in both Sport and Corsa modes. An important note to point out is that this Huracán features the optional racing exhaust that you can order through Lamborghini's Accessory Originale program. The note is otherworldly with snarls, crackles, and pops that sound legendary in person. So let's start it in Strada mode first before comparing it with Sport. If you listen closely, you can hear the bypass valve open and close with the respective sound changes between Strada and Sport. Now for Sport mode. Direction is performed through a new electro-hydraulic steering system, with the option of Lamborghini Dynamic Steering or LDS, which allows for variable ratios that are timed with the car's 3 driving modes, which we'll cover in just a second. Loosening or tightening the steering is necessary. At low speeds below 31 miles an hour, the steering provides the most assistance to aid in easy parking and low-speed maneuvering, but at speeds greater than 62 miles an hour, it changes the ratio for more precision and less overall assistance. The new 3-spoke leather-clad steering wheel was designed to be more user-friendly than the Gallardo setup, while including various hexagonal cues. The thick rim has pronounced bolsters up top and a flat-bottom race-inspired theme with satin gray trim. The highlight of driver engagement is the new Anima system, composed of 3 distinct driving modes, Strada, Sport, and Corsa, which is selected via the red toggle switch in the bottom spoke of the steering wheel. Strada is Italian for a street or a road and is relatable to a comfort mode. Sport dials things up a bit and opens up the dual mode exhaust, while Corsa or Race in Italian tunes the car for hardcore performance and handling. Anima stands for Adaptive Network Intelligent Management and regulates a whole host of systems from transmission programming to engine and throttle response, speed of the variable ratio steering, stiffness of the magnetorological dampers, and all-wheel drive settings. Anima is also the Italian word for soul, which seems appropriate as no matter which mode that you're in, the car delivers a distinct personality, seamlessly adapting the systems to deliver an impressive level of performance respective to the driving scenario. In Strada, the steering lightens, gear changes are performed automatically with an end goal of better fuel economy, and when equipped with magnetic ride control, the shocks are set to their softest setting and stability control is in full effect. When moving the switch to Sport or Corsa, the steering firms up, the exhaust becomes louder, the shocks firms up, and the gear changes are held longer while in automatic mode. You have the option of selecting gears manually, but in Corsa mode it defaults to full manual shifting. The all-wheel drive system has a default torque split of 30-70% between the front and rear, with the ability to send up to 50% of the torque to the front or 100% to the rear depending on the driving mode and road condition. Improving ergonomics is a similar concept that was first seen with the Ferrari 458, incorporating all the necessary driving controls within the steering wheel spokes, rather than the column-mounted stalks. Items such as the turn signals, wipers, and high beams were relocated, which allowed for the use of larger, easier-to-use paddle shifters. Digital instrument clusters are becoming ever more popular in the premium segment, and the Huracán is no exception, with a 12.3-inch reconfigurable display with the controls on the left-hand side of the steering column, going between your tachometer, speedometer, and dual-yielding your infotainment and navigation systems. I'll show you how it all works a little bit more in depth later during the interior portion. As far as the gearbox, the Huracán incorporates an all-new 7-speed dual-clutch automated manual transmission known as Lamborghini Doppia Frizione or LDF. It offers a huge performance and drive quality advantage over the Gallardo's single-clutch 6-speed E-gear automated manual. It's similar in design to the S-Tronic gearbox in the Audi R8, but with bespoke gear ratios for Lamborghini. In addition to standard launch control, it also has the ability to pre-select gears with downshifts and rev match. Launch control is activated by switching the vehicle into Corsa mode and disabling stability control. Once you do that, press the brake with your left foot and simultaneously hit the accelerator with your right foot. The car will rev past 4,000 RPM, which at that point, you're ready to release the brake for maximum takeoff.